down when it was reduced power and started slowing down, put it in neutral, and then it revved.
Sounds like a fuel kind of issue. I'll back up and we'll throw the OBD2 on it and see what pulled that reduced power and hope for the best.
I'm nervous there's something bad wrong.
Alex just pulled over because Dad's truck just went into reduced power mode, and he says he put it in neutral to coast on so he could shut it off, and he says before he did that it revved up really high and then it came back down and he shut it off. He says it didn't sound good. We've got to go figure out what's going on, and he's a ways behind us now. We might be best to just back this thing all the way up. He's probably about a mile back there, but there's nowhere to turn around up there. You just pray something like this never happens. I'm sure everybody's wondering why we're backing clear up, and I know that's a bit dangerous, but kind of is what it is. So sorry for anybody that thinks that's a big deal. How far back?
I'm honestly worried the motor blew. I was on cruise just following you guys and it like started to shake. So I'm like looking in the mirror, seeing if like a tire blew. Like everything was fine, there was no smoke. And you know, it was a couple seconds. And then it like flashed, it said reduced power mode. So I'm like, holy crap, like if something's wrong with the motor, because it was in gear still, like probably revved to like 2,000. So I threw it in neutral. And at that time it revved way out. It was really weird. I still don't know why it did that. And when it was revving, I was like, holy crap. So I shut it off and coasted to the side. And I heard some noises that I didn't like.
Holy flip, dude.
I'm nervous. We think it took out the CP4 and sent metal all through the lines, all through the injectors, probably back to the tank.
What happens is your high pressure fuel pump rides off of a roller, and it's lubricated by the fuel, the diesel fuel. And if there's not if it's a bad tank of fuel, it's got water in it, that roller will start to create shards of metal and send it through your fuel system.
But the whole fuel system now has to be replaced, including the high pressure fuel pump, the low pressure fuel pump, the injectors, the fuel lines, clean the fuel tank, the whole thing. It's like over 10 grand.
The reason to believe that's probably what's going on is we have a fuel rail system pressure too low. Those are the codes that are coming up, and engine revving. So if it just randomly revs out, it's having some sort of fuel spike that's going on that I'm sure just happens when the fuel rail pressure's whacked out or stuck putting it on the trailer and taking this thing home. I don't know what else to do.
You're a 10 mil on the bottom of that fuel filter right next to the tank. You can drop that and look for metal. If it got to that point, you'll see metal in that lower fuel filter housing. If that's the case, that fuel pump, that four grenade, and it'll need a whole fuel system.
What are you in a new fuel system on a 20?
I did one in a cabin chassis, and he was right about 12 grand. So it's not a fun process either.
Brady's gonna drain this fuel separator, and if this thing has metal shards in it, the CP4 is toast.
The crappiest part about this is it's out of warranty 30,000 miles. And
That's nuts.
Really just the way it goes. This truck hasn't even batted an eye.
I think all of our comments about Dodges have finally caught up to us.
Every Dodge guy watching this thing's jumping for joy.
Yeah, I think that was bad karma on our part.
After letting this settle, there's not a lot in there, but I don't know if you can see that or not. There are some, I can't tell if they're shards or what the heck? It almost looks like dirt or something. It's definitely not dirt, but
It literally could have been.
It could have been a little bit of athletic greens in there. Alex is getting his greens in it. Dude, how are we gonna tell that?
I'd rather get it dealt with.
That's kind of where I'm at too. Like, let's get a plan together, figure it out, have it ready to get fixed, ready to go, and then call him and drop it to him. Like, hey.
Well, I got a true sample here. Or organic whole chocolate milk that my wife makes me drink. I drank it all, and I'm seeing crap in there.
Ooh.
Hold on, that's just draining the filter housing though, right?
Yeah.
So isn't that good?
I don't know, it's actually the fuel water separator. But there's a filter in there, and I don't think it should have that in there.
I apologize for the terrible audio. We're literally on the side of the highway.
So this is the actual filter. They just snap in, pull it off. You can see all the little metal shavings and chunks.
Oh my gosh. Look at that.
That's what we were hoping we didn't see.
Out of all of us, who do you think's Dad's favorite?
It ain't you and it ain't Alex.
I think he'll be calmer talking to Braid about it.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
Braid says we're good, we're good.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
how'd your meeting go?
Really good.
Glad your day's going good, because I got a little bit of some not great news. We got problems with the fuel system in your truck.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
What's up?
Love you soon.
Okay. Well, however you see fit.
And that's easy. We'll send blue steel up and hook up to the trailer and then throw the other truck on the rollback and then get down to my shop and you guys make a decision.
Matt's Off-Road's gonna come tow our gooseneck down and the mini wrecker to Hurricane. Braid's gonna take his truck and his trailer and tow this truck back up north and then turn around and come back down tomorrow. So it looks like we have this all figured out.
A few moments later.
Right now we're driving Matt's Blue Steel. He was kind enough to send Jake down with the rollback with this so we could tow the gooseneck and get the mini truck down to Hurricane for the games.
We owe Matt big time for this one.
We decided to leave Dad's truck at Grandma's house, which was about 3 hours north of where we were and like 2 hours south of where we live. So it's about a halfway mark, so we can kind of get a game plan on how we're going to get this dang thing fixed.
because of Matt's off-road and his team, we're down here and ready to roll for the games. We still don't have a solution for my dad's truck. We don't know exactly what we're gonna do. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel to see what happens to it. I don't remember the last time we threw a midweek video out, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And stay tuned for this Sunday's video, because it's going to be a banger.